It's time. Oh man, I was hoping to avoid that.
By. First, I see reality, then fear, and at last I will take you to the place you won't forget it. Shaking is all you gotta do. Spin your body round and round. Move it with rebel body. Pull out this feeling, it's too good to be true. Let's dance. I'm gonna be the last man dancing. You really got me overdrive. When all is done, you will see who's the king of the party. Who's the king of the party? Yeah, I'm getting used to all this.
That's weird seeing Macchiato with her mama outfit again.
Show me what to do. When all is done, you will see who's the king of the party. Who's the king of the party? Yeah. My heart is grooving. I can feel the
Which
fever
reminds me,
pulsing in my
I've
body.
never actually had her.
Don't stop the party. I've never been a secretary before. What do I need to do? Is satisfying all of your needs in life. Shaking is all you gotta do. Put your hands up on the body. Are you here to see Michi? Feel free to take the time to look at the new supplies, too.
It started going down.
It's going down.
It's going down. Second round. Frick, that was an entire verse too early.
That tastes good. Quiet here for rest. Everyone's asleep.
It is 100% now.
You want a superstar like me to run errands? Are you drunk out of your wits?
Alright, the EX stages. Finally, a challenge. I'm not interested in doing them right now, though. Probably won't record them.
Physical pain is short-lived. Mental pleasure brings long-lasting satisfaction. Or so they say. Would you like to try?
Wait, why have I not finished Wendy's yet? I thought I already did. I'm not interested in Cabernet right now. Dead. Claiming self-defense now. Didn't look that way. We have so many sinners that can control the mind. How the hell are we able to keep them detained? Like it's literally a miracle chameleon's even still willing to stay with the MBCC. And the last event we fucking got Adele, which should have actually been literally impossible. But with her hair memory manipulating bullshit. Whoops. What is this? There you go. By top psychiatrist, do you mean chameleon? Yo, this song. I hope you mean by delivering thousands of babies that you mean not your own. That could be worded better. Bruh. Racism for white people? That's unheard of. That chair really needs to have shackles on it.
Có tiếng nói rất là đầy đủ, thật sự luôn.
but well, we've got quite a lot of paparazzis. Or you've got a lot of paparazzis. There is makeup. There's Japanese makeup that makes, at the very least, your face extremely white, but that's incredibly dangerous for your skin. And it's a good thing no one's using it anymore. I believe there's still some traditional gatherings and festivals where the girls do that makeup still, but I'm pretty sure they use a safer method for it now, using modern science. Hopefully. Ugh. Your skin is white, that's one thing, but do you really have to wear something like that? You're basically a stripper. Walking around in public. If that isn't exhibitionism, I don't know what is. Let's just go, Chief. It's no use. You won't be able to get rid of them. She's quite familiar. Is she just going to let them do whatever they want? What else can I do? I'm used to this kind of thing. Plus, I think they're just doing it out of curiosity, or because they like me. At least they don't hate me, fear me, or want to hurt me. That's already more than I can ask for. There's nothing wrong with asking for more. Hope I'm overthinking. I'm so scared. I never thought I'd come back here and see him again. Don't worry, I'll be by your side. My throat still isn't alright, but I should still be able to do the funny voices somewhat. Hello? Is this the person you wanted to meet? Who is he? My cousin. Cousin? But you said you had nowhere to go, and no place to stay. Don't come over! I was wrong. I won't talk back again. I'm so tired. I just want to rest for a while. I'm a dumb fish. I'm a monster from the sea. Please let go of me. I can't breathe. That was what happened between me and him. To be more precise, that was what happened to me. He held my head in the water tank. He was so strong that I couldn't fight back. I was choking to death. I just wanted to live. But it turned out like this all of a sudden. I was so scared when it happened. I ran away from home and never went back and never saw him again. I I didn't know the consequences would be so severe. I feel sad and guilty seeing him like this. It was my fault. I could have handled things differently. Lamia? What are you trying to prove by showing me this? To prove that your actions were justified? Chief? Mom? What are you doing here? Ha! To seek justice for my baby boy, of course. I have to thank all of your fans for sharing clips of you online. Why else would you take this route, if not to come to this hospital to see my son? If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have been able to find you, you little bastard. God must be blind to grant you so much success. Oh God, I got nasal. I feel my throat and nose is nasally. Now that you're living the high life, isn't it time to atone for your sins? Sins? Me? Well, you are a quote-unquote sinner. Quit acting. You can't fool me. You think I don't know that you're the reason he ended up like this? The doctors can't cure him. They say it's as if he's trapped in some inescapable nightmare which drove him insane. You put a curse on him. You should pay for this with your life. But I'm a softie. We're family after all. As long as you compensate us enough, we'll be done with each other. Bruh, extortion. This is really bold of you to do, considering you're right in front of the MBCC chief. Otherwise, I'll expose you online for what you did to my son and make you a pariah. I know that for a public figure like you, your reputation is more important than anything. Take it over. Uh-huh. What did I do? I just gave him a taste of what I went through. Yo, this song. I believe it's in chapter 2 or 3. Don't slander us. Haven't we been kind enough to you? Who else would have taken in a freak like you? We fed you, we sheltered you. Shouldn't you be grateful, obedient, and do whatever you can to thank us? If it weren't for us, you'd be rotting away in some garbage heap. How would you get the glamorous life you have now? What an ungrateful twat. You took me in, so I deserve to be locked up and treated as a slave? To be a punching bag who never fights back? To be abused by your son every day? Bruh, I'm just watching a fucking family drama unfold right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay back, or else I'll scream for help. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there, Lamia. Come on, hit me. Weren't you so good at that before? Hey, yo. What's wrong? Too scared to do it now? Cowards like you who fear the strong and bully the weak really disgust me. Both you and your son can go to hell. I said, stop. And then we're immediately in solitary confinement. It's just so funny to me. Ready to tell the truth this time? You've already seen my true colors. No need for me to keep acting, right? Is your real name Dahlia Hawthorne by chance? What's up with the Two-Face? I must say, I can finally be myself now. It's so nice to ditch the mask. But I'm curious, when did you start doubting me? Ever since I first saw you. People who act like a saint are just that, acting. Right after the interrogation, you shouldn't be that clumsy at lying. It's what you do for a living, isn't it? The fact that you deliberately exposed yourself means that you want the poor chief to match your pace. Even if I didn't do that, you'd still be able to match my pace. I don't know, it is kind of weird and awkward. When we first started, our first ever interrogation was against Hela. And there our inexperience clearly shows. But literally right after that, there is no scene, no explanation as to why we're suddenly just the best interrogators in the entire world. Or interrogator. Able to see through people's lies, investigate and find the truth through logical, sound deductions, and perform acts that she knows are best for the people she's interrogating and stuff. Like, what the hell happened in between, Hela? I mean, obviously there's the main story, but like, just because she's good in the field and handling all the badass action scenes doesn't mean she's good at handling the emotional scenes. But you know, my piteous persona worked really, really well with that old fart. In all my years in the society, he never suspected a thing. You think it's because he's too stupid, or because you're too smart? I think he's just too stupid. Enough with the banter. Let's get to the chase. It's alright. What do you want to know about? Guess. My cousin. I don't doubt the authenticity. Childhood experiences. Your aunt sufficiently proved that you weren't lying. I see. Chatting with a smart one really saves time. But now that you mention it, I do have one more question. Oh? Your childhood experience was something traumatic that you probably don't want to remember. Judging from your initial reaction, you didn't want to tell me. Why did you then change your mind and take me to your cousin? To make things clear, those experiences were more humiliating than traumatic. Originally, I didn't want anyone to know. But you found that nurse, didn't you? Well, I didn't find it. Technically, my people did. The detective agency is great. Although their bosses really loves holding me at gunpoint. And she's also my sinner now. I have a good grasp of what the MBCC is capable of. Even if I did tell you myself, you'd find out sooner or later. Since this is the case, it's better for me to take a preemptive strike to show you my vulnerable and tragic past to win your trust and sympathy. I just didn't expect that you already had your suspicions about me. Plus, that woman butted in halfway through to mess things even more. I had it planned so well. The MBCC was going to be the next Tom Society, and you were going to be the next president. Too bad. So sad. Alright, it is my job to empathize with my sinners, but I don't think you understand what empathizing means. Got it. Let's move on to the next question. So, about the president that died, I don't think it was just an accident. You're right. How could it be an accident? I've planned it for a long time. As for when I started to plan it, I'd have to say from the day I joined the society. After escaping from that house, I saw the dazzling outside world for the first time. I thought I was finally free, but after wandering the streets for a few days, I realized that wasn't the case. People here didn't yell at me or beat me, but they also viewed me as a freak. They'll take pictures of me, but when I approach them, they avoid me like the plague. I finally understood that the outside world is just a bigger version of my aunt's house. Damn. I still need to hide and disguise myself and use my sinner power to survive. That's why I approached the Thomas Society on my own accord. As for the president, I've never believed in his stories. I heard from the very beginning that he'd use me as a tool to make money. But compared to my cousin's family, he treated me quite well at least. At least he fed me and clothed me with fucking stripper outfits and satisfied most of my needs. But from my previous experience, I know that if I wanted to live well, I must take control and not live at others' mercy. Remember when I told you that he said there are plenty of others who can replace me and decided to abandon me on the spot and killed me? In a sense, I wasn't lying. That's what would have happened if I didn't strike first. You know that an online club like that may not last a long time. The president might even find a more useful puppet before the club goes under. So to preempt against that, I must seize control of the Thomas Society and make it my own safety net and hunting ground. But I owe that old fart after all. Believe it or not, it was not my intention to kill him. I just wanted him to lose his mind and give up control of the society. Too bad he was too old to survive. Who is there to blame but himself? It must be hard for you to understand, right? That there'd be such a selfish, cruel, and cold-blooded monster like me in this world. No, I can name several other inmates like you that we have here. At the very least, you're not special. Really? You're probably the only one who feels this way. Hey, when you're surrounded by insane people and they're forced to constantly try to understand them and figure out what they need to keep them in check, you'd learn a thing or two. If we're all the same, then why do they look at me like that? Why can't I get their acceptance or approval no matter what I do? They view me as a filthy and ominous monster, as a puppet to be manipulated, as a lofty idol who can grant their wishes, but they never view me as a human being like them. You know, in my whole life, I've never encountered kindness from human beings. Since I can't join them, I have to be strong enough to beat them. Thus, the only way I can survive is to be a hunter in disguise. Yikes. That face. What kind of expression is that? Don't get me wrong. I've already passed the stage of wanting to be a human being. I don't need your pity. I reject my humanity! Jojo! Fuck, I can't even do the Dio impressions anymore. Ugh. Maybe I should ask for some cold medicine. I've known the true face of mankind for a long time now. If you're kind enough to share your bread with someone, he'll just backstab you and snatch the rest. Human nature is inherently ignorant, wicked, and vile. This dark world is plunged to mankind in despair, and there's the coward is gonna go, oh my god, and I'm just so edgy. And I'm such a goth girl. Oh, woe is me. I'm perfectly fine with not becoming such a hopeless and debased type of creature. Not all humans are like that, nor is the world totally dark. There's also a light in this world. That's what we've been fighting for. Frick, what's the word for it? Angsty, there you go. So much angst. Are you sure you're not 13? Because, dear lord, you're like a gothy, angsty teenager. Next you're gonna tell me it's not a face, Mom. I've seen and heard too much in my life. I know of such duality all too well. But it's precisely because of how intertwined they are, the fragile light always gets swallowed up by the darkness. People inevitably succumb to their own weaknesses. You know, darkness is the absence of anything. Light is the fastest and lightest thing in the world. There is nothing darkness can do against light. Well, not unless you have a darkness-related sinner power, I guess. Or to put it more bluntly, the beautiful light is nothing but an illusion. A fragile bubble on a tidal wave. The cruel darkness is the underlying reality. Courage, perseverance, kindness, love, mankind's virtues stem from naivete about the world and are no match against the cruel realities of life. It's not true. Light doesn't always get devoured by darkness, and not everyone gives in to their weakness. God, she's so infuriating. Shut up. No, you shut up. So do you have so much privilege? Who are you to judge my point of view? You know what it's like to live on the streets, be pointed and sneered at and have no choice but to steal and pick through trash? Do you know what it's like to be controlled and watched all the time and forced to wear a mask of subservience and fawning? Would you like to be introduced to Helen, 99? And Hecate? And I can name many more. Point is, you may not believe I can understand you, but there's plenty of other people right here, right now who can. I know you may not be able to accept the cruel reality of the world all at once, but don't worry. I will prove it to you with facts and logic. I can take you to witness the light and darkness of the human soul. Let me clear your illusions and show you how blindly overconfident and self-righteous you are. How about it? Do you dare take up my offer? Because partly because I've seen 6 chapters of the main story enough to know that I won't lose. Yeah, I will. What? What if I just skip it? There you go. Oh my god, the interrogation is still so buggy. What the hell? I mean, we even died at some point. I'm still waiting for the next chapter in the main story to see what the fuck happens. Well, I say died, but more accurately, we're Technically just in a coma. And half of these events make no sense, especially if they are apparently taking place after that chapter. Alright, I'm too tired to do any more voices. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. In an apartment? Ladies. What race? Mostly place. Young naivete is perhaps the kindest and most courageous and the most cruel person that can ever exist. Still chapter 4, OST. It's very fitting though. You've had plenty, including this one. Thank you for granting my wish and bringing us back to reality, Miss. I didn't get to tell you in the illusion just now, but I think you're really cool and pretty. If I had the chance to grow up, I'd want to be just like you. Oof. Cool. That's a pretty good interrogation, I'd say. A bit redundant. I feel like this is like the 5th time by now this kind of story has been told. Where characters all edgy and angsty, like, oh, life is cruel. Everyone should just fucking live in a fake world where they can be happy and shit. And we're like, no, bitch! Bitch slap. Reality's awesome! And I'm gonna prove it. Serpent, for one, does it. Adele is pretty much the same thing. And I believe Hamill, pretty much, all of Chapter 4 Carnival is just what Dreamy Bubble is mostly based off of. I'm not actually sure which came first though. But regardless, it's a good story. When I look at art, it's not uniqueness and originality that I look for, because originality can become redundant too. Execution is the best part. Although, to have the exact same story be told multiple times in the same series is rather strange. But every single time they tell the story, it is very well told, in my opinion. Although Lamia's is a little too edgy, unlike everyone else's. Serpent still has the best rendition of it. The whole Dreamy Bubble arc. It's mostly Carrie. The most of the reason I think that way is because of Doyle and the character arc he goes through. It's just awesome. Anyway. I'll probably do Cabernets next later, so look forward to that.